What's going on, rock stars? I think I forgot to, turn off the Wi-Fi and on the cell when I left my place. So I think I cut out on you guys. But I'm talking to you about the seasons changing, and I wanted to show you just some of these pretty cool but ominous skies that are creeping up. You can't quite see the depth of the darkness from the angle I was at before. But let me know where you're tuning in from, and I want to talk to you about what seasons changing means for you, most likely means for you, or maybe it should mean for you. And so here's what's happening. We're out here in Montana. Weather's changing. It literally went from like upper 70s to below freezing at night right now. I'm freezing cold right now, bundled up in my North Face, and really we're bracing for the winter out here. We're just ready. I mean, my partner and I, we're living in our RV, our 35-foot coach, and as we're looking for property and land, and the timing is crazy of it all. Let me know where y'all are coming in from, by the way. And we're thinking about, like, how do we brace for the season change? And the biggest thing on my mind right now is this. Look, the moment that weather started changing, which was just a few days, like 3 days ago, the moment that it hit, October 1st, I'm thinking, holy cow, it's literally go time, right? It's fourth quarter, it's go time. And you might have seen a podcast episode I did on the 1% Life show about this a couple days ago called Games Are Won in the Fourth Quarter. And the reality is that Super Bowls are won in the fourth quarter. Not all games, right? And the Super Bowl is like the pinnacle of all games. And so when you think about, let me know that you can hear me. Can you guys hear me? It's so windy out here right now. I apologize, unexpected, but perfect timing as we're talking about seasons changing and how to get prepared. So I want you to think about it this way. Whereas a lot of people think of fall as a time to like cozy up and be by a fireplace. Sure, there's good fun and all of that, but that is not getting stuff done. We literally have a storm coming in, it feels like. That is not, working on hitting your goals and getting, what I believe right now is a time to make up for lost time. A lot of people were really impacted by what happened earlier, first and second quarter really, and third quarter of this year, and their businesses collapsed. Their sales they didn't even have the ability to make sales, many of them. And so as we look at going into, literally we just entered fourth quarter. Do you guys know what that means? Fourth quarter, you've got 3 months less than now to make it happen. You've got less than 3 months to make it happen, meaning less than 3 months to hit your goals, less than 3 months to make up for lost income if you have had any. And has anybody on here actually lost income this year? Was your income impacted in any way negatively, or maybe you had a really strong gain in income? My partner's increased his business by like 160%, which has been awesome and amazing, and it's crazy. So we had to do actually March and April were our best, incredible months for us, and then May took a little bit of a hit. June was crazy, and then we started coming back up in July because 95% of my industry was just jobless overnight, so it was pretty big. But we had to pivot, and so now we're thinking about, how do we actually make up for that lost time? How do we ride out the year and so strong and finish the year so strong that it's actually better than we had anticipated, and better than we could ever have imagined finishing the year, not only for myself but for my clients. And as I'm about to go on to a call with my mastermind, the 1%. These are top performing female badasses who are the top 1% of their industries. And really it's about, how do we have clarity of vision to know where we're going, where we are now, where we want to go, and how we want to finish the year strong. And as you think about the seasonal change and the leaves changing colors, where depending on where you're at in the world, maybe you don't have that clear of a seasonal change, but think about that word transformation. So why does a tree shed its leaves? It's got to get rid of the old so it can create new growth, right? It has to like shed what's not working so it can create something new. It's a cycle of its life. It's part of the life cycle. And if it didn't do that, it wouldn't be able to grow. It wouldn't be able to transform into a bigger, more beautiful, more healthy tree. And I'm sure there's all kinds of other scientific reasons behind why trees shed their leaves. Point being, you have some things that you most likely could benefit from getting rid of. You could benefit from letting go of and shedding to make room for the new, to make room for the opening of new things to come out in your life. Whether it's whether it's new people, clear out the people that aren't working for you to make room for those who need to come in and to help serve you, to help serve your mission in the world. Maybe it's stopping a particular behavior or habit that you've been doing for so long that is creating a result in your life that is not helping you to get ahead, but it's holding you back. What's going on, Tiffany Martin? Maybe it's beginning a new habit, but in order to begin a new habit, guess what? It's not about cramming stuff in. I think the misconception with people is, in people's minds, is, I got to add this, I got to do this. How do I have time for that? No, you got to let something go in order to make room for something new. So what is it that, you're willing to let go of in your life to make room for something new? Maybe it's sleep. For me, I got to let go of the late nights. I got to let go of staying up till 3, 4, 5 in the morning. It's actually really productive hours for me though, but I got to let go of that in order to, really get everything done that I need to in my day, so I'm not up till 5, 6 a.m. working on things and, throwing my daylight hours off. So what is it that you have to let go of, or who do you need to let go of in order to make room for something bigger, something more improved, something that lifts you to that next level or helps you ascend to the next level of your evolution, of your growth, of your journey. I think that's kind of important. So as I'm thinking about, I want to show you guys, this is so pretty out here. I got a crack screen, so bear with me if it's a little fuzzy. This is my little monkey here. And we're out here in Missoula, Montana. Look at these skies. I mean, they're just gorgeous over here, right? Kind of. And then you just see like this dark cloud. We're out here in, somebody's got the pumpkin out. Missoula, this beautiful RV park, about to brace winter. And, I'm asking myself this question, this really important question as I go into, for us, what is a 90-day push? Like a 90-day push to hit our personal goals, our business goals. My partner and I, our, some of our life goals are happening right now. And we're going into this real hunkering down phase of a 90-day push, which requires me to be somebody different than the person that I am being right now. It requires me to look at who am I being now that is getting the outcomes that I am, which, many of you would say, hey, I think you're doing pretty good, Joanie. And yes, I am. And there's always another level. There's always another level. Who agrees? There is always another level. So if you're like, I'm curious, does anybody here believe that there is something that you want to accomplish and achieve from now until the end of the year? And that thing that you want to accomplish, if you want to share, that's great. Does it require you to be somebody different? Does it require you to have a different level of thinking? Does it require you to have different behaviors, different habits, perhaps? Different patterns than the ones that you've been currently in. Maybe they're patterns of thinking or negative thinking cycles that are causing you to not up-level your results. So I'm curious if you have any of those. Sanity. For some people it's just, yes, exactly, Tiffany, like just being sane right now, right? That's so funny. Yeah, I think a lot of people can relate to that. A lot of people can relate to that. And that's the stuff in our mind. It's sanity doesn't just come. We have to program ourselves out of what many people say insanity, right? Not that you're insane, Tiffany, you're far from that. But feeling like there's what I call peace of mind, right? Like for me, I agree. There's a lot of, amidst the chaos, how do we find peace of mind? How do we find peace of mind in our bodies to where it's not like where there's an unrest, where we don't feel, that we're fighting ourselves or people, like there was a day a couple weeks ago where I think I'm going crazy. I literally think I'm going crazy because the thoughts in my head we're looping. There's a lot of stuff going on planetarily. There's a lot of stuff just happening. But I was aware enough to know that, man, something has to change here. And, we have to really, I think when we focus on creating a level of peace of mind, of peace within our bodies, then what happens is what we focus on, we attract into our life. I just hit a tree. Try to back up so you guys don't have me in glaring light, but clearly that's not working. So, definitely. It's peace of mind. I think a lot of people can relate to that right now. And let alone goals. Joanie, you want me to hit goals, right? And really it ultimately comes down to like what's guiding you forward. For my partner and I, there's a big guiding force, which is our North Star, to build a retreat center, to buy land and buy property. We saw a great piece of property the other day, which we're working on. We think we want to buy it. We're working out things right now with that. And so it's like, what is your guiding star? Do you have something that's pulling you forward so that your goals are not like feel like they're forced, or your sales goals, your income goals, it's like, oh, I gotta do this thing. Well, what if you wanted to? What if it was part of, it fulfilled a part of you to be able to do that? What if it wasn't a forced thing? God, it's so quiet down this little aisle of down this street. So what if it was more easy than you thought it needed to be? So I love the idea rather of having a North Star, something that guides me into my future. So I wanted to invite you guys. If you're looking at the end of the year and you're like me, and most likely if you listen to the podcast, the 1% Life Show, and you tune in, we're doing shows 3 days a week now, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I know it's not, I don't even know what day it is today, to be honest. I think it's Wednesday, but we accidentally went live yesterday for the show that was airing on the podcast today. But so I figured I'd come in here live with you guys today and just do a little impromptu, totally uncanned, conversation. And really it's, if you have a vision from now until the end of the year, or maybe you need clarity in that vision so you can actually create something beyond your expectations. Maybe it's just, again, like, how do I not lose the income that I was planning on having? How do I hit some of my sales goals or income goals or business goals, revenue goals, whatever it is that, and you don't know the plan? Well, join us. We're running a free. I wanted to do something free for you guys to really help people get out of that. So apropos, Tiffany, I just want sanity, that insane mind that many people are walking around with right now because of the negative looping thoughts that are happening for them and that they feel like they don't have control of because of all the chaos in the world and all of the things outside of themselves. So we want to show you how to take that back, how to actually take back control of your mind, how to be in charge of your own destiny and your own world, and how to really let none of those things outside of you, whether it's the elections, whether it's, all this crap. I don't even want to say all of it, but to not let that impact you so that you can actually go out and still create what you want to create, so you can still create an amazing life for you, what I call your 1% life for you and your family. So join us. I feel like I was like pushing through that whole thing. It was like a storm coming. I'm like flying around. It's just crazy yelling. Join us at getprimedchallenge.com. Getprimedchallenge.com. I'm going to take you through my 6-step methodology that has helped thousands of underperforming, most of them broke, now rock stars, to be top performing, the top 1% of their industries in record time. I'm going to show you how to do that using my 6-step Get Primed methodology that literally is going to change your life. I don't even care if you're in sales, honestly. That's who we focus on helping the most. But all of these tools, that doesn't work. All these tools are meant to help you no matter what it is that you do, but specifically we're going to help you really break through that thing in your mind that's saying that I can't do this, I'm not going to be able to achieve this, oh, that's for them, not for me, I'm not good enough, all that stuff. I'm going to show you how to break through all that crap and to create more results in the next 3 months, less than 3 months now, than you even dreamt possible. And whether that's a certain sales goal, income goal, whatever that is, we're going to help you do that. Just go to getprimedchallenge.com and sign up, and we'll have the link in here somewhere, and feel free to send all your homies over because we're ready to help them too. All right, guys. That was like a lot. All right, have a great one. We'll see you later. Go to getprimedchallenge.com, and somebody's really rude. Yo, hey, hello? Really? That's so rude. Okay. Bye, everyone.